Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to another edition of CMJ World Vlogs. I am August C. Jones, and my son is getting on my nerve. But I wanted to put this video up because I wanted to talk about WWE Night of Champions and give my predictions before the show airs, which is tomorrow. So I don't know when I'm going to have my recap, review, results thing after the event, but I'm gonna try to have it out by Sunday at the earliest I can say. If not, it's gonna be Monday, but I'm gonna do it like I did last time. And if you haven't checked out my Backlash review recap video, go ahead and check it out. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So it's before SmackDown comes on tonight, so I don't know exactly what's gonna go on, even though it is a tape show. I haven't looked at any of the results or anything. I'm going to probably try to watch it on Hulu or something. I don't know. But in any case, let's go ahead and get right into the predictions of the matches. The first match that I'm about to predict is the Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus match. Now, this match, I don't know exactly what all they're doing with the storyline with them. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long Lita is set to last. And this person is acting like they didn't want to let me get over. But yeah, I don't know how long she's going to be. I'm pretty sure that she's not going to be around for like the rest of the year or until next year or anything. I'll be surprised if she was. But I think that she may end up going like at least, I say at the most, into SummerSlam. And so with that said, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna drag it out to that point. And if they are, I feel like Trish underhandedly is going to take the victory. I think it's going to be real close. I think Becky Lynch is going to try to take it, but Trish is going to end up the winner. She doesn't have anybody on her side. She might end up having somebody on her side or something like that to kind of help her take the win. But I feel like she's going to do something where she's probably going to pull the tights when she's trying to pin Becky Lynch, and she's going to take it. So that's my pick, I feel, for that match. And I don't think that it's going to last too long. I don't think it's going to last a crazy amount. I don't really think that it's going to be a great match. It may end up being a great match, but I truly doubt it. But I mean, who knows? But in any case, the next match I'm going to be talking about is the Bianca Belair putting her Raw Women's title on the line against Asuka. Now, when it's in regards to just Asuka, it seemed like they were going to try to do something with her ever since, what was it, the Royal Rumble when she came out? Was it? I believe it was the Royal Rumble when she came out with the kind of look. And it seemed like they were going to go more serious with her character and try to do more with her, maybe give her a push. But ever since then, they haven't really been doing anything. They really just been kind of treading the same waters that they have been with Asuka for the longest. I mean, for a while, the way she was kind of wacky, it worked for the character, especially during the pandemic shows and just kind of like a little bit after that. But you know, the character got stale, so I can't see them pushing her character to win the title right now. They haven't really been pushing her like that. So with that said, I believe that Bianca Belair is going to take it. She's going to retain. They don't have really right now a formidable person to put up against Bianca. As of right now, I don't know. She has reached a milestone with her title reign, but Asuka right now, she's not going to take it. She really isn't. I will be surprised. I will be surprised if they ended up giving it to Asuka. Maybe she wins by, cheating or something, but I believe that Bianca Belair is definitely going to take it. She's going to continue her reign. The next match, and I know I'm looking at this thing on the internet right now, and I'm just looking at the matches they got and started from the bottom. So the next match I'm going to be talking about is the SmackDown Women's title, which is held by Rhea Ripley. She's putting it on the line against Natalya. a lot of these matches, there's really nothing too much to say about it, because when you look at the opponents and then you look at the champion, you already know. You don't even have to think about it. You already know who's going to come out the winner. It's kind of like Rhea Ripley's match at Puerto Rico. What was it? Backlash. And you already knew that, you know, going against Zelina Vega, that she wasn't going to come out the victor. That, you know, Zelina Vega, it was going to be great for her, but she wasn't going to come out the victor. That Rhea Ripley was going to take it. And that's the same thing here. It's like Natalya is a placeholder, a person to get from point A to point C, I guess you could say. So she's point B, but not a real opponent to put up against her to make it a credible threat. Now, I might be in a minority, but I feel like if you gave Natalya the right role, you gave her a good push, I feel like she would be a great heel champion. But I don't think that they look at her like that. I feel like they look at her as a person that is going to go up in there. She's going to do the job. That's a person that they can count on. A person that, you know, yeah, Natalya, we need you to do this. She's going to do it. She's a company girl. She's going to do that all the way until she retires and goes into the Hall of Fame. She's going to be that person to do those things. And she's going to be a trainer. She's going to be a mentor. She's going to be a person that the younger wrestlers look up to in regards to the women's division. But as far as another run, I don't think the company looks at her like that. So looking at, with all that said, you already know that Rhea Ripley is going to take it. It may end up being a real good match because Natalya is a great wrestler. Rhea Ripley, she has been like shining ever since they gave her a chance to shine, like toward, I guess you could say, around the time that I don't know. I wouldn't even say at the beginning of Judgment Day, but I guess you could say after Finn Balor, but mainly when Dominic and Rey Mysterio came into the picture. That's when she started shining. You saw the glimpses. I mean, she shined before, but she kind of like had like a dim light for a while. But then when Dominic came to the picture and they did that whole storyline, it just went like that. And so I think they're going to keep the title on her for a while until they find somebody that is good enough and that they feel is capable enough to take that title off of her. She's going to keep it for a while. And yeah, she, like Natalya, she has no chance of winning. They're not going to get that to her. So with that said, Rhea Ripley is going to retain her title. And if you like this video so far, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe, because that will be greatly appreciated. Devon, tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe.
You heard them? I didn't think they hear you. Oh my God, he sucks. Anyway, he ain't subscribed. You already know. And that's what happens when you're not subscribed. You are miserable, like this little big head. But in any case, let's move to the next match. So the next match is another championship match. I mean, it is called Night of Champions. It's Gunther, however you want to pronounce his name, putting his IC title on the line against Mustafa Ali, or Mustafa. I'm gonna knock you out. This is why I don't like him.
It's not that funny.
Anyway, he's putting his title on the line against Mustafa Ali. I mean, what can I say? This is like I just said about the Rhea Ripley Natalya match. You look at you can look at the bout and be like, you already know who's going to win. You already know. Mustafa Ali has no chance. Like the Vince McMahon song, he has no chance in hell of coming out of Night of Champions as the IC championship, especially with a person like Gunther, and especially with his reign, with his winning streak, with his title reign. He's not about to come out of there like not the champion. You know, it's Mustafa Ali has no chance. Like Gunther, I mean, do I even really have to keep talking about it? It's not even a doubt in my mind. Like, Gunther is going to destroy him. He's going to chop up his chest, make it look like taco meat, and he's going to Friday and eat some tacos. Like that's all it's gonna be. Imperium though doesn't even have to interfere. It's just it's a cut and dry. It's black and white. There's no gray area. Mustafa Ali is not coming out. I don't even think he's going to put up a really good match. He has the capability of doing it, but I don't even think they're going to do it. He's literally going to probably give some good offense, but at the end of the day, he's going to be a glorified jobber. And that's how the match is going to go. I don't really have any faith that it's going to just go further than 5 minutes. But hey, I mean, it probably could. It's whatever. The next match I'm going to get into is, I guess you could say it would be the main event, maybe. I don't know. Have they said what the main event was going to be? But I guess you could look at it like that, because it's Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa challenging the undisputed tag team champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And with this one, they could go either way, but I feel like Roman and Solo are not going to win. It's going to come very close, but I feel like it's going to be some effery done with this match, that the Usos are going to be involved in there, maybe trying to help the Bloodline, help them like get the titles or whatnot, and they're going to end up costing them the match, Solo and Roman. And Roman isn't going to take the fall. He's not going to take the pinfall. He's not going to be pinned until he loses them titles. But right now, and he's definitely not going to lose it in a match like this. He's definitely not. So Solo is going to be the one that's going to take the pinfall, and the Usos are going to be in more hot water. At this point, they're going to be in boiling water with the tribal chief. So, I mean, it will be a good matchup. It's definitely going to be a good matchup. I don't know if I would say it will be the match of the night. I feel like it probably will. I have more faith in what I think will more than likely be the main event of the night, which will be the Styles versus Rollins match. But I'm going to get into that last. But yeah, so with that said, Sami and Owens are going to retain due to the Usos interference that will cost the Bloodline, that will accidentally cost the Bloodline the match, and that storyline will continue from there, because that's the only logical way to go. I don't see them putting 4 belts on Roman. That would be just honestly ridiculous, and I feel like the WWE universe, as they call them, will literally turn on them. Like, you might as well just give Roman all the belts. He might as well just get injected into the World Heavyweight Championship match and then just win that title. He might as well just challenge Rhea and Bianca for their women's championships. Challenge Gunther, challenge Theory, and just take all the titles. And he didn't even go to NXT and just take all the titles. Roman all titles, just call them that. But yeah, they're not gonna win. Solo is gonna take the pinfall, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. And the next match I'm gonna get into, I'm gonna try and wrap this up real quick, I'm not gonna try and make this too long, is the Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes match. Now, they have set this up for us to know that Cody is not gonna come out the winner. He's not. We already know this. How it's going to go is that Cody is going to put up a fight. He's going to get demolished, but he's going to put up a fight, because they're trying to, I guess you could say, trying to reminisce that he is just tough as nails because of his match with Seth Rollins last year, and he had that torn pec and was just all out of shape, and he still went in Hell in a Cell and came out the victor. They're going to show that he is, like, literally, I guess you could say that was one benefit of him not taking the championships from Roman at WrestleMania, is that they put out there saying that, like, he hasn't been through anything, even though we all know that that's a crock of crap, that he has been through a lot. But this is WWE's chance of really, like, showing how tough he is and adding on his toughness. And so if he comes out, give Brock Lesnar a fight, even though he loses, he still wins because he gave him a fight. He still made it tough for Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate, to take him down. Okay. Yeah, that's what you get for riding on the side. You're almost about to hit something. But in any case, when you go up against the Beast Incarnate, you don't come out the same. Like, he's going to tear you apart. Ask John Cena in SummerSlam. What was that, 2014, 2015? But he's gonna like rip him apart. But it's going to be hard for Brock to take him down. He's going to probably give him like 3 or 4 F5s before he can take him. Maybe not 4, maybe about 3 F5s before he take him down or whatnot. But Cody is going to give up a fight. Brock is just going to prevail, and that's going to be an out for Cody because his arm is quote unquote broken or whatnot, and that's going to be the reason why Brock Lesnar ended up coming out the victor. But they're more than likely going to finish it off at Money in the Bank, because I think that's the next one, the next pay-per-view event. I may be wrong, but that might be the next pay-per-view event, and that's when it's all going to culminate and end with Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes ended up taking that victory and moving on past that to challenge Roman at SummerSlam some way, somehow, for the championships, and that's what he would take it off. So those are my predictions. And that brings us to the last prediction, which is AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins to become the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion. And this one, out of all the matches, is kind of one of those things where it could go both ways. And I like just looking at it, it's like if you can have visualize in your mind that if Styles won it, then this will happen, or if Rollins won it, this is going to happen. This is really hard. Like I'm going back in my mind who I would think to take it, because it's not as easy as the rest of the card. But at the end of the day, I think maybe Rollins. I'm going to put my money on Rollins. I think Rollins is going to take it. I feel like that's where they're going to go. And that's where it needs to be, because it's already been ridiculous that you have SmackDown talent challenging for a Raw title. Makes no sense. And since Rollins is a Raw talent, you might as well give it to a Raw challenger, or a Raw, basically. I mean, in the sense, he got it as a challenger, but you might as well give it to a Raw talent. That way, it's a Raw talent that has a Raw title, and it makes total sense. But I don't know, like, I feel like it could go either way. I don't even know if I want to put all my eggs in the basket on that one, but I felt like this from the beginning. When I saw that Seth Rollins won, and I saw AJ win his match or whatever, that they're going to be challenging each other, and I had Rollins, but during that time, I'm kind of thinking like maybe AJ might win it, but I don't know. I mean, I'll be okay. Honestly, I'll be okay with any one of them winning it. But I already kind of know that if AJ wins it, he's going to go to Raw. Now, because he got drafted to SmackDown along with the rest of the OC, and he gets the Raw title, so he will be immediately drafted to, or immediately put on Raw. Is the rest of the OC going to go with him, or is it going to be he's just going to go there by himself? Because we've already seen with him out on injury that the OC is just literally like non-existent. Like, they wasn't even using Gallows and Anderson. But I mean, I'm guessing they might go that route. It makes logical sense. And I'm gonna say these things and I'm gonna wrap it up. I heard like Solid Monster on his podcast say that maybe they might give it to AJ. He moves to Raw, and with the rest of the OC, and because all 4 of those members moved to Raw, that SmackDown needs a replacement, and the big replacement that it will be Cody, and that's how you get him to challenge Roman at SummerSlam, which makes a lot of sense. And then Brock Lesnar, he is a free agent, so it makes it easy for him to just continue to feud with Cody until that feud ends and he goes for the championship. And it makes sense, because then you don't need to have Cody challenge at Money in the Bank and win it to challenge him to SummerSlam. you can just have him win a match or something like that, and he challenges for that, and you can move. It makes things movable. But the only problem I have with that is that if that happens, what was the point of putting Cody Rhodes on Raw? What was the point? If you it wasn't like he wasn't gonna be able to challenge, like they wasn't gonna be able to do the same things as they did with him. It's like if that happens, he was still gonna be able to field with Brock Lesnar, because like I said, he's a free agent. And then if they were gonna put him on SmackDown after drafting him to Raw, they should have just drafted him to SmackDown. And then he still could have challenged for the World Heavyweight Championship, because they had SmackDown people challenging for a Raw Championship. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But, if AJ win, that's probably what's going to happen, which shows the stupidity in WWE and what they're doing in their creative. And you shut up. And it's just whatever. As long as they make a clear path to Cody challenging Roman at not WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and taking the championships off of him, then I'm okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I don't know. But in any case, I feel like Rollins is going to win. My bet is on Rollins, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. I'm not going to change it. It's not going to be anything different. But, so though that has been the card, those have been my predictions. And I hope you guys liked it. And if you made it this far, you did. So go ahead, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this, especially my recap review afterwards. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and I'm about to go beat up my son because he's saying stuff in the background and I don't appreciate it. So peace out. Let me whoop you.